Good afternoon, YouTube. Another episode of my 180 SX drift build. So in the last episode, I done the main hoop and the side lateral bars and the dash bar on my roll cage. Also, I done the base plates for those. So yeah, today I'm going to be tackling the rear stays and the rear crossbar. Yeah, so I'm still trying to decide exactly what design I want to do. So I've seen some cool ones. They put a cross and a seatbelt in the main hoop, and then in this back stay there's just a V. It's quite a cool looking design and it looks really strong. Yeah, I'm also not too sure if I'm gonna what door bars I'm gonna run. So the bars I have are NASCAR style, so one will go along the bottom, and then if I could run another straight NASCAR just below this door. The ones that I have at the moment, it's a straight and then it goes up, so I'd have to chop this part of the door card, which I don't really mind, but my seat sits forward from that curve anyway, so it wouldn't really be protecting me too much. And I think at this height here, it'd be, yeah, plenty high enough for protection. But yeah, still not too sure, so yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, so what I've done so far is I've just taken some measurements for a plate to come around. I'm just going to run a plate around and I'm just going to weld that to that, and I've just marked it up on some flat bar. So I'm just going to chop my two bits out, bend it to shape, tack it on, and I'll show you what it looks like once that's on. So because I don't have a bender or a way of bending this nicely, I've just scored lines in the back of my plate, and it's just going to help me bend it easier. Once I get it to shape, I can fill these lines back up with weld and grind them smooth. They fit good, so I'm just going to tack them into place and finesse them a bit, get them all sitting right, and then I can start doing some measurements for the rear stays. So what I'm doing is I'm just tacking it, and as I'm tacking, I'm working my way around and just shaping it to the strut tower. That side's done, but yeah, I'll get this side done, get it all welded. That's them all welded into place. Yeah. They're very strong, very sturdy. Welds up the best. They're definitely getting better. I can live with those. I had to do like little sections, then hammer it, which sort of threw me off with my welds, but yeah. Bit of a wire wheel and some paint. Yeah, quick disclaimer, I'm not a fabricator or a welder. I literally taught myself how to weld probably 2 weeks ago, and just winging it. So I've gotten my base plates all in the rear, and now I'm going to work on the rear stays. And how I'm going to do that is with this cool piece. One of my last videos, I made one of these out of toothpicks, and I managed to get a download for you can get a free download for the 3D printed one. hit me up if you want, I can send you the link. And then you 3D print it, and then these are just 2 welding rods. But yeah, so I've lined it up to go from there up to here, and you just hold it up against it, and you push all the pins into place, and then that gives you your shape. And then you trace it onto the pipe, chop it out, shape it up, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'll get onto that. Once you've got your bit templated up, just put it on your tube carefully and mark it out. Just with a Sharpie or whatever you got. So yeah, I'm just going to go through, mark it out. I've got my mark. And yeah, you just want to chop it out with the angle grinder. Best way I can do it anyway. Sure, there's better ways and easier ways, but this is pretty straightforward. You can't really stuff it up. Well, you can, but yeah, just measure twice, cut once, all the rest of it. I'm just going to close the garage because it's like 9 o'clock at night. The neighbours must hate me. I'm lucky my landlord is my neighbour, and all the neighbours around here like moan to my landlord about me, but my landlord's like into cars and shit, he's all good. So yeah, I'm lucky, otherwise I probably would have been evicted. So yeah, got it hacked out with the cutting disc, and then just go through with the flappy disc, 40 grit or whatever. Use the old ones because the old ones have rounded edges. You can get in there nicely. That's what I find anyway. Not sure if I'm yelling because I've got these on, but it feels like I'm yelling real loud. Probably help anyway because the audio is pretty shit with the old iPhone. If I get some more followers, I'll get a little mic thing, one of those cool little fucking YouTuber mics, but for now, I'll just brand the iPhone 14. Yeah, I've coated my end and got it pretty close to where it needs to be. So it fits up into here. And then what I'm going to do next is around over here. No, this way. What I'm going to do next is I need to chop this end bit on an angle. So I'm going to put my angle finder, hold that in place, put my angle finder, yeah, and that's my angle. I need to chop to this bit. So yeah, you want to bevel the edge, give it a bit of an angle that way, and you want to keep the full thickness of the meat, and also it's good to just clean those edges up on the inside. And then I also like to clean the inside of the pipe out, just where it stays tacked in. Yeah, fitment's looking pretty good on that. It is a bit tight to weld up here. The gun can sort of just reach to about here. And then I'm gonna have to try to just get it from that side. But it's coming together. So I'm gonna first sit this over this one. Be heaps easier if I had an extra set of hands, but I don't, so we'll work with with what we've got. That's literally about where I want that. So I'm just going to tack that in place. Nice. Now when I run this down, boom. Then I'm going to push all my pins up. Just want to push these in nice and slowly without wrecking anything. Cool. Okay. So that's pretty good there. Sweet. Saves me angle grinding it out. Cool. I'm going to go do that chop and then I'll be back. Also, I've done my first little cut. Seems to fit pretty nicely. Yeah, I haven't cleaned it up or anything. I've literally just hacked it off with an angle grinder. Yeah, seems to fit good. Yeah, I actually don't even know how I'm doing this, to be fair. I'm completely winging this whole lot. So yeah, take what I say with a grain of salt. If you want to learn how to do it from a professional, watch professional, but if you want to see someone just get it done, like the average person, watch my videos, because I'm fully underqualified for this job. And if I can do it like the average person can do it, that's for sure. And that's just really realistically what I want to, why I started documenting this stuff, is because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that just like would want to do this sort of stuff, but just too scared to do it. So there's a center line, there's a line on here. So yeah, I'm going to mark a line so I know to transfer it into the right spot. And it's all pretty much just going to be by eye. Tack weld it in, see what it looks like, and if it looks good then I'll just send it, and if it doesn't look so good, it's only a straight bit of tube that's cost 30 bucks a meter, and I'll just go get a new bit from down the road, why not? So yeah, it's fun doing this sort of stuff. Like, it is a little bit stressful, don't get me wrong, but just like sort of being scared to make a mistake and stuff takes the fun out of it. So it's just like, yeah, give it a crack is what I reckon. So I can't see the other side, so I'm just going to get rid of this bar, just like that. And I'm just going to try to tidy up this other side with this, because we want this to fit as nice as possible. Not too bad, it was good. It was mud. So I'm going to chop this bit out and let you know how that. Yeah, I've literally just hacked it out for angle grinder. Pretty rough, pretty hoary, and then yeah, I'm just going to go through and shape it up with a flappy disc. Looks like a pretty funky shape, but we'll see how it fits. This is like the first try, so I'm not really expecting great things, but we wrapped if it fits. First go, I can tell you that doesn't fit, but we'll sort it out. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, I'm not fully sure how to make this next piece, but I know it's going to be a bloody mission, because this one was a mission to get that to fit nicely up in there. So now I need it to fit into this piece, and then that into that. But yeah, so I'm just going to try to figure that out. I'm not too sure how, but I'm sure I'll find a way. So yeah, I've just jimmied up a string line for now, just so I know where my pipes are gonna land, my tubes, sorry. And yeah, so wish me luck. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but yeah, put it in first go. There's like a tiny gap there, which I'm not too worried about. And up there looks pretty good to me, but can't complain with that. Wrapped. Yeah, quick little update on the cage. Knocked off work a bit early today and managed to get the back X bars all welded in place. So yeah, wrapped with that. In hindsight, I wish I had these bars out a bit more. That's sort of doing my head in. I'm thinking that they're like bowed in, but they're definitely straight. But yeah, I think it's just stronger going to the strut tower. I could have gone over a little bit more, but all in all, happy as with that. So, yeah, so I'm just editing this video at the moment, and yeah, realised it's quite long, so I'm gonna have to make it to 2 videos. So yeah, I'll just sort of do an outro, and yeah, as I was editing it towards the end of the video, I wasn't really explaining so much what I was doing. I was sort of just doing it, and yeah, it's just sort of been hard with the roll cage because it has sort of taken a little bit of time, and I have a full-time job, so it's just bits and pieces after work and when I can sort of fit it in. So yeah, sort of was just been trying to get it done. Yeah, so I'm gonna shut this video off here, but yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.